What's something people don't know about psychology? Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of psychology. Now I know what you're thinking. Psychology? That's for shrinks and scientists. But let me tell you something. Understanding how the human mind works, that's the key to unlocking your full potential. Get ready to uncover 10 powerful psychology truths that can transform your life. We're going to break down these complex concepts into bite-sized pieces you can use every single day. You with me? Let's get started, and don't forget to subscribe now for more insights. You know, I've always said you can't change what you don't acknowledge. Well, the same goes for your thoughts. If you're constantly thinking negative thoughts, expecting the worst, you're setting yourself up for failure. It's like driving with your foot on the brake. But when you embrace positive thinking, when you believe in yourself and your abilities, you unleash a powerful force in your life. You start attracting good things, good people, good opportunities. Now let's talk about cognitive dissonance. This is when you hold two conflicting beliefs and it creates tension, discomfort, like, you know smoking is bad for you, but you do it anyway. That conflict, that's cognitive dissonance at work. And guess what? Your brain doesn't like it. So it'll try to justify your behavior even if it means bending the truth. Ever heard of the placebo effect? This is when you believe something will work, and darned if it doesn't, even if it's just a sugar pill. Why? Because your mind is that powerful. Your beliefs can have a real impact on your physical and mental state. It's about the power of suggestion, the power of hope, and the power of belief. Now, confirmation bias, this is a tricky one. We all have our own biases, right? But confirmation bias is when you only look for information that confirms what you already believe. You surround yourself with yes men and you ignore anything that challenges your viewpoint. And let me tell you, that's a dangerous way to live. Ever met someone and right off the bat you get a good feeling about them? That's the halo effect. It's when our first impressions influence how we perceive someone overall. We see one positive trait, and we assume they're good at everything. It's like judging a book by its cover, and it can lead to some pretty inaccurate assessments. Now, let's talk about social proof. This is the everybody's doing it phenomenon. When we're unsure, we look to others for guidance, especially if they're similar to us. Think about it. You're more likely to try a new restaurant if you see a line out the door. That's social proof in action. This one's a tough one, the bystander effect. It's the tragic reality that the more people are present during an emergency, the less likely anyone is to help. Why? Because we assume someone else will take responsibility. It's a diffusion of responsibility, and it can have devastating consequences. Now, the Pygmalion Effect, this is all about expectations. When you believe in someone, when you set high expectations for them, they're more likely to rise to the occasion. But the opposite is also true. Low expectations can lead to poor performance. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Ever notice how things seem more desirable when they're in limited supply? That's the scarcity principle. We place a higher value on things that are rare or hard to come by. It's the fear of missing out that drives us to make impulsive decisions. Finally, let's talk about the anchoring effect. This is when we rely too heavily on the first piece of information we receive, even if it's irrelevant. It's like when you see an outrageously priced item first, and then everything else seems like a bargain in comparison. Thanks for watching. If you found these psychology truths enlightening, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. Remember, understanding these principles is just the first step. Now, I want you to take action. Put these truths into practice in your own life and see the difference they can make. Leave a comment below on which